Hello everybody, and welcome to another long-awaited edition of Hubby Can't Craft. And in this one, maybe it should be Hubby Can't Bitch, because maybe this is more of a bitch session. But anyway, this piece here that we have in front of us on the workbench is out of a 2018 F150 Platinum Edition that has the automatic tailgate latch. And you can see what kind of a wimpy piece of plastic this is. And in addition, here's the serial number on it. This is a replacement because the original latch assembly also failed. And so between the time this one failed and the other one failed when it was fixed, I had the truck bed Line-X'd. You can see some of the overspray here. So they take off a panel that's on the back of the tailgate. And this and all the hardware is inside that panel, and they mask it off. Well, when they unmasked it, they tore this boot right here, tore this boot off. And so I asked them, since they said because the Line-X guys messed up this boot, it was not covered under the, several $1,000 extended warranty that I suckerly bought. And they could give it to me. If it was a warranty claim, they couldn't give it to me. So that's why I don't have the old one. Now the new one that went in has blue tabs here, so I don't know if that's if there was something else in this as the original, or I don't know what the deal is, but whatever it is, I got hosed out of 400 bucks. But what I thought I'd do is I would pop it open here on the bench, record it, put it up, and then you guys can see maybe what to do if yours fails, what to do on the new one that you put in if you do it yourself. They're about 60 bucks. Looks like about 10 screws. I figured, well, I'm under warranty. I'll let them do it. They do $110 of diagnostic work to determine that the $60 latch is bad, and then it's another $100 and some to remove and replace the latch assembly. A couple bolts and the rods here. So, that's just great. So what I've done ahead of time is I've peeled this back. It's kind of sticky. So this is the boot that Ford or whomever puts on here to cover up this door that snaps on with these plastic ears. And if you get under here, and I'm not recommending you do this on a new unit, that you would only do this after it's failed so you can take a look inside like I did. But I'll show you what I think is probably a good thing to do before you install it. So you pop this off and you just kind of work your way around. This boot will get stuck under this right here. You pop that off and you can see what's going on inside here. Very simple. It's got this actuator, rotary actuator here that pushes this jib jab out. And this little bitty motor, that's all it is, turns this way. And you can see here it's frozen solid. Now I didn't pop this out because I knew if I did it would just shatter it, and if you bring this out it kind of springs back like that. So that's kind of what happens in that. I think I've seen better built Lego systems. But what I did notice, and it's not obvious on this because it's now dried off, there was condensation under here. So I can see where if any kind of water gets in there, and really, how can it not? There is no seal. This pops down into this groove. You see this groove right here. It pops down into that groove, but this is on the tailgate, which is exposed. There's nothing covering it. Line-X, this rubber boot, what have you, in that environment, water's going to get in here and mess this little guy up, freeze it or whatever. And I've put some voltage on here to try to, get it to move. And you can see maybe barely in here. Maybe right there, you can kind of see the minuscule little contacts inside that little plug. And so I've got a power supply. One of these days I'll actually buy a benchtop supply rather than using a Milwaukee charger that I have laying around. Whoop! So put that in there, extend this in here, try to hit that other contact without hitting the other guy. It's like playing Operation, but let's just say it. Oop. It's not moving. So it's DED. I'll try this guy. Nope, nothing. Nothing going on there. Let's try this other Make sure I'm on that bottom pin. Get in there. So it either shorted that out or it froze up. Whatever happened, that little motor's gone. And I may get a wild hair and tear it out, but you know. This is mainly to show you what's underneath this cap, how easily this cap can get water in it because there's really no seal on it. It just snaps on here like that. I won't snap it all the way on for illustration purposes, but it's, so that's how it is when it gets there. What I think one could do is get some, you know, flexible silicone sealant and just goop all around this. Now in the old days, if I don't remember right, because I am old, one, there wouldn't be a lot of plastic in here, but two, there'd be grease everywhere. Just dielectric grease kind of down in here in these spots, just to keep the electronics dry and, you know, not susceptible to water damage. So anyway, that's kind of my thinking. If you do have to repair this for any reason, you can, before you stick it in, this shield should be on there, so check to make sure that's there, and then maybe run a bead of silicone around there just to make sure that it is at least a little more watertight for the environment it is in, which is what Ford should have thought about before they started putting these damn things back there. Anyway, hope this helped a little bit. Comment below. I don't know if you want to hit subscribe. It's pretty lame at this point. And thanks for stopping by.